Welcome to Mechanical Design Hub. Please subscribe our channel for mechanical design, SolidWorks, CATIA and mechanical design related videos. So let's go to our topic. So today we are going to design the SolidWorks jet engine design in SolidWorks. So here are some of the parts here. This is the first part where you can see that this is the main propeller. Okay, this is the propeller, and the second part was the casing, and the third part was the shaft. So let's see how we can draw this propeller drawing. Okay, so don't skip our videos and please watch till end. So let's come to the SolidWorks main page. Here at first change the unit system and make it plain white. Okay, so at first for the propeller drawing we have to draw the two planes, and first plane was we have to draw first plane, that is parallel to the top plane. Okay, and the distance will be 60 millimeter. When you draw, please note down all the dimensions, then go for the reference and go on the plane and select this plane, and now the distance will be 110. Okay, here you can see that I have created the two planes here, plane 1 and plane 2, and another plane is top plane. Okay, now what we can do, at first we have to do go for the plane 1. Okay, this is the plane 1, and I'm just making go for this, that is the spline. Okay, here I am just make the spline just that is like that. Okay, then zoom on it and click here. Here you can find this curve pop option, just make it curve here. Okay, then again go for the spline, select this and this and go for exit, then select here, and you can just make it more drag here, you can make it more thick, that will show good. Okay, now go for the dimensions, go to the smart dimension. I will give this distance will be 1227.70, and these two distance will be 36.90, and here the two distance will be 3 millimeter. Okay, sorry, this I think this is the distance. Okay, let's make it here. Okay, now we can make that this is the then go exit from sketch. When you have just exit from sketch, then you can see there is the plane 2 here. Okay, go for the plane 2 and make that the sketch and make it perpendicular. You can see that we have come to the plane 2, and here you have to drawing another thing, that is the go for the spline and just make it some like that. Okay, and just make it escape and just make it some drag here. Okay, then again go for the spline and select these two and make it accept, and just I am going to make it some thick, just select this and make it some thick. That's nice, you know. Okay, now I'm just going to for the dimensions, select the two portions, and the distance will be 128.60. okay, when it comes to the 128.60, and I am just giving this will be 32.50, and this two distance will be 32.85. okay, and I think this is something wrong, please make it here. Now if it the 64 1.40, that is the not big matter, Okay, it looks nice. Then go for the exit sketch. When you have just going for the exit sketch, you can see that go for the features and sketch. When you have come to sketch, there is the 3D sketch option. When you have go for the 3D sketch, then go for the spline again and select this and this part and make it escape. And when you have just come here, just go for the spline line, select this point and this point. That's good. Now you have just click it here and just drag it something like that. Okay, just drag it something like that and drag it like that. This will look good. 1 minute please. Just make it like that. This is a something curve, you know, you can see that here. You also make some curve. Select this. When you have select these and go for this and make some curve here, and you have to curve here also. Just go and select this like that. Okay, you can see that this is just looking like a propeller. Okay, now go for the exit sketch. When you have just go for the exit sketch, you go for the features and there is the loft command. In the loft command, select this boundary and this boundary and then go for the guide curves. Guide curve is like that and other guide curve is like that. When you have choose the guide curve, click select and you can see that this is look like the propeller. Okay, now we have to do another thing, that is just go for here. Okay, when you have go for here, then go for the right plane. Yes, select the right plane. Now I'm going to design something nice, that is that I'm just go for the line and here I'm just making it like that. I'm just making it like that. That is look like that. Okay, now you have to go for the smart dimension. Give its dimension, that is 166 and this will be 63.25. Okay, I'm just making one fillet here. That fillet will be 30 millimeter. Okay, that is 30 millimeter and here the two distance mean the two distance will be okay. Now two distance will be 37. Oh sorry. Now go for the trim option. I'm just ending something here, that is that distance, this distance will be, sorry, just make it this is 37. Sorry. Then go for this line and just make it this. When you have just make it this, go for exit sketch option and go for the revolve. Just select this and you can see that it became happen. When you have just make it and here you can see that some of the portions has been getting out, so you have to change this. So just make it here and go for okay, I'm just go for the sketch here. I can see that there is a part that is getting out from here. Okay, so what can I do? That I'm just making some increase here. Just click it. I'm just getting it more closer and make it here, and go for the fillet option, and the fillet will be given like 30. And when you have just make it, click here, exit from sketch, and then check, and then you can see that it's quite easy. I think I have to make it more edit. Then go for again, okay, go for again and trim it, and trim it also. Okay, then I'm just making it more, and then again I have done the trim. When I just make this trim, exit sketch, I think now this is okay. Now this is okay. That is not a big matter, small portion. Okay, now you have to make here that go for the front plane, top plane, and right plane. Okay, right plane, select here, then go for the sketch option. When you have just go for the sketch option here, select one line here, and then go for the another line, and I'm just giving the dimensions, that is 15, and the distance between this and this will be 78. Okay, when I have to just lowest this decision, that will be 40. Okay, and that is okay. Now go for the exit sketch. When you have just make it exit sketch, then go for the car split line and select these two line, and the face will be this. Then you can see that there the two face has been created. And now I have making one another thing, that is just go for here, what is that, axis, and select this, and you can see the axis. Okay, when you can get the axis, go for the circular pattern, select this and go for the axis, and that will be 30. And you can see that this is just like propeller. Okay, this is just like propeller. And now go for the again plane option. When you have select at this point, and the another will be from plane, and just select, and that I am select here, then select this plane, and I'm just going to make one circle here. Okay, the circle should not be more than maximum, that is enough. Okay, now go for the helix option. What is the helix? Exit from sketch, go for the helix option, select this, make it reverse direction, and just going to do revolution, and the length will be 90, and do revolution, and the angle will be start angle 180, 180. When you have make that 180, and the tapered helix angle will be 11.9. okay, 11.9. I'm just making some small. Okay, that's good. Then click here. When you have just click here, you have to just select this face again and make the convert entities and select this curve, helix curve, and select this. You can see that, then make it perpendicular. When you have just make it perpendicular, go for the offset, select this curve, and that is reverse side. Okay, the distance will be 5 mm, and when you are just click here and go for the line and make it end of all the lines. Okay, these are the two lines that I am going to end. Okay, then go for exit from sketch. When you have just come from exit from sketch, go for the split line and select this face and click here. When you have click here, and just you have to make hide all other portions, this helix also and this axis also. You can see that. And now go for this color. I am just giving the face color will be yellow for better recognition. I am just may give its color will be black. Okay, and I'm just for here go for the appearance, that is the metal, and go for the steel. No, I will go for the bronze. I'm just giving its color here, and you can see that this is the propeller. Okay, in this way we can just make the first part, that is the propeller. Okay, that is nothing much more than that. This is the propeller, and after that we start just going to show how to make the shaft. Please wait for. We have just come to the second part. Here we are just going to make the shaft part, and I am just making the all settings. Now I have just go for the front plane, make it here the sketch. Okay, when you have just make here the sketch, and just go for like that. Just go here like this and go for here, then these and that. We have just to go for here and like that, and go for here and like that, and go for here like that, and just go for here. Okay, this good, and go for here that like that. Then go for the dimension. I'm just giving it 20 mm. Okay, and this dimension will be 100 mm. 100 mm, and the total dimension will be 600 mm. And I think I have to change here just to go for the trim option. Okay, I'm just going to make like that. Okay, this looking nice, very good, thank you. Just when you have just make it here and just go for exit from sketch. When you have just make it exit from sketch, I think there it is not open, it is open thing. No, this is okay. Just go for the revolve option, just select the center line, and you can see that here you have just made it. Okay, when you have just made it, you have just made it, just go for. When you have just made it here, now we have to just make some blade from the back portion. Okay, here you can see that this is the top plane, and I'm just making another plane that is from the top plane, and the distance will be 100 mm. Okay, that I'm just make 0 here, and that distance will be 100 millimeter. And at first I'm going to make one drawing that is in the top plane. Okay, I'm just going to make the drawing in the top plane. Just go for the drawing in the top plane here. Now I'm just make the center line here. Just go for the here axis and just click here. You can see that the axis here. Okay, now I'm just making go for the sketch and the spy line, and just when you have just go for spy line, I think I just have to select this plane. Okay, now go for the spy line, and that is like that. Okay, and you have just make it just make it, sorry, it's became healthy. Just that is like that. Okay, select these and this. Okay, now I'm just make some portion here. Just go for the mirror option, select this and mirror about this line. Oh, this, as this is the construction line, this is not happening. Just make here one line here. Okay, then go for the mirror, select this entity and mirror about this entity and select here and just make it trim. When you have trimmed, you can see that this, and you have to just give the distance between these and these will be 2 millimeter. Oh, this is like that. Sorry. I'm just drag it something like that. When you have just to go for the distance will 2 millimeter. Okay, just like that. This like that. Okay, that's great. Then exit from sketch. When you have just exit from sketch, then go for the upper and make one sketch again here. Just zoom it here. Here you have to just make for the split line, and you are just going to make one like that, like that. Okay, and just make it, oh sorry, okay, that's okay. I'm just making it, just click here. When you have just click here, just make it like that. Okay, and again for spy line and select these two and go for excess and then go for like that. Okay, now that's okay. Just exits from sketch. You can see that here. Now you have to just go for the features and go for the sketch, and that is the 3D sketch, and go for the spy line, select this part and this part and just make it accept. Go for here, select this part and this part and just is here. And when you select these, you have to tilt it like that. Before you have just done, just push it like that and push it like that. Okay, you have to just click here, you have to push it like that, and you have to push it like that. Just exit from sketch and you have just make it go for the features and just go for the loft option, select this profile and this profile. Okay, go for the card will be this, click here, and another color will be this and click here. When you have just make it, just click here and you can see that this is the blade happening. And now go for the circular pattern, select this and this portion and the number will be 30, and you can see that another blade has been, we have make another blade. Okay, I'm just hide all these parts here and this axis also, and you have just, if you want to color these, I'm just making the appearance, that is metal and aluminum appearance through the blades, and I have just make this part black. I'm just making this part black, just copy this appearance and make these all parts black. Not that, I'm just making this face and this face. Okay, that's enough. I think that's how we have made the shaft portion you have done. I'm just going to save it, that name, that shaft. Okay, and now I'm going to make the last part, that is the casing portion. Please don't skip. And we have come to the last part of the third part. I'm just making the settings. In this case we have just going to make the casing, the propeller casing. Please watch till end. So I have to select the front plane sketch and I'm just going for make some center line here, that this center line will be like that, this, and like this. Okay, I'm just making this center line. I'm just going for the here the split line. Okay, here the split line, I'm just make something like that split line. Just select here and I'm just make here like that, that is like that, and here I'm just making spline this part and this part, and this is like that, like that part, and I'm just making some parts that is like this, that is front, and there's up front, and that is like that. Okay, sketch, select this, that is like that. Oh, for the, just select these two parts. What the problem here? Select trim and select these, select, and that is okay. Now I have to just make some dimensions here. I'm just give its height from here, that is 180 millimeter, and the length between these and these will be 580 millimeter, and that is 25 that is 25 What the problem here? That is 25 millimeter, and I think this part and this part will be 190, and this length will be 5 millimeter. Okay, this is okay. Now when you have just make it, just go for exit, and now I think I have to make some of editing here. That is just to go for like that. Okay, and in this portion you have just to make some like that. That is okay. And if I make some like that, this is okay. I'm just making the dimensions between these and these will be 108. Okay, now go for exit sketch, and I'm just go for the surface. There is the revolved surface. Select this and select this line, and you can see that. Just click here where you can just make it here, and then go for the thicken surface. Select this, and that will be 5 millimeter. When you have just click here, you can see that you have just made it. Okay, now we have done something here, that this is the front plane. I'm just making one plane, that is front plane, and distance I just increase. Okay, that is okay. Now I'm just giving some of the writing here. Okay, just select this plane and make it perpendicular. When I have just make it perpendicular, just I'm just making two line here. One line is here, and make it escape. Then go for the annotation. Select this and go for the text, that is make in India, and just go for the font, and I'm just making the font very large. That font will be 36. Oh, that is very small. I'm just giving 100, and I'm just giving more. Okay, 3. Oh, sorry, this line will be, I think I just give it a dimension, that is 300. I think that is 500. Okay, 500. Then go for the annotation, select this line and make in India. Go for font, go for the some innovative font, that is like that. Oh, please wait. What is that going on? I think this is the innovative font, and I have just give here 2. Oh, I'm just in the lowest making it 150, 15. I'm just making this more increase 1. Okay, that is okay. When you have just made it, then you have to just make another center line here, that is like that, and you have to just go for the annotation again. I'm just making here that Indian, the Air India, Air India. I'm just and make it some 100. Okay, just make it 100 front, some here, that is the bold italic, and okay, Air India, not Indian Airlines. If I have just for exit sketch, go for here, edit sketch, and that is okay. Right, just make, oh, I have just make it here, just exit sketch, wait for that, and make some undo change here, that here, I'm just give it its dimension, that will be 400. So then I have just to go for the annotation, select these Indian Airlines, go for front, that is like bold and italic, and the dimension will be okay, that's great. For exit sketch, and I'm just make it from here, that go for the split line, select this, and on this face projection, click here. It takes some time, please wait. And you can see that we have just make it, and if you just see, and I'm just giving it color, that will be red in color. I'm just giving it red in color, okay, and I'm just give this yellow in color, and this is just red. Sure, I think this will be red. Okay, you can see that we have just make it, okay, and I'm just going to save it. That is the case. Okay, now we are just going to go for the assembly. Please watch till end. Now we are in the final part of the assembly. Here we are just making the assembly drawing of the propeller. Okay, now go for, at first I find the, this is the case, okay, and you can see that this is the case. Automatically this will be fixed when you see that this is the case. Now I have just bring the other parts, that are, these are the two parts, propeller and shaft. Okay, these are the two parts, propeller and shaft. Okay, at first I am just making this, just go for the mate, and I am just go for these and these. Okay, here I am just making the outer side, this is okay. When you have just make here, just I'm just zooming here, okay, this is like that. And now I have to just make here and this face and make click here. When you can see that this is totally fixed. Okay, now I am just making that go for this portion, this flat portion, that is the flat portion, and I'm just making this portion and just make it outside. Now click here and you can see that this is just like that. Okay, now we have to just make one thing, that is go for this part and just I'm going for this part. Okay, these two part, and I'm just giving the distance here. The distance will be normal distance, that will be 40 millimeter. Okay, in the 40 millimeter you can see that some parts are getting out, so I am just making it 38 millimeter. Okay, no, I am making it 41 millimeter. Okay, that's great. When you have just making it 38 millimeter, you can see that everything is okay. Okay, now you have just see that if I rotate, it will rotate, and this is also rotate. Okay, now this will also rotate. Now this is just end the assembly of the jet engine tutorial sketch. Okay, now I am just making some of the animation. So if you go for the motion manager, then it comes that motion study here. Okay, I am just making here. Now at first you have to make one thing, that is called the motor. Okay, yeah, you have to just go for the assembly and drag it to the 10 second. Okay, when it actually comes to the 10 second, then go for the motor option. Here just select this flat face of the propeller, and I'm just giving it 70 rpm, and the direction will be like that, and rotary motion, and just click here. When you have just click here, you can see that if I am zoom, that this is starting to rotate. Okay, so here one thing has going to be problem. I'm just making here fixes here. Okay, here if you go for the 3D view and go for the 3D model, here one thing, that is go for the mate option, and in the mate option you have to go for at first the shaft, top face, front face, right plane, that is the front plane, and then go for the propeller front plane, top plane, and right plane. Okay, now make it fix. When you have just make it fix, you can see that no vibration has been done. Just go for the motion study, and this is okay, and just click here. You can see that if I am just pause it and make it that, and I am just drag it to the 15 second, and just make it, you can see that here the motion has been done. Okay, so if I am delete this rotary motion, okay, and I'm just make to the motor and just select this face also and give it 70 rpm, and that is the constant speed. Let's see what is happened. That you can see that this is my software problem actually. This is just going to rotate. Okay, in this way you can make this part, and if you add something, you want to add something, then go for this case and just drag it to 4 seconds and make here replace keynote. Just go here and one key, then go for there and there is another key. Okay, now if you make it 12 seconds, and if you just push it here to like here and go for the case and make here go here and another key has been done. Here you have just, when I'm just make it here, okay, here I'm just going to make it height. Okay, I'm just to make it height, then I am just make it to up to here and go for the case and replace key, then this will be height. Now if we just go for the animation, you can see that automatically it will hide and just it's again hide, and both are moving. You can see that if I just make it here and go for the animation, you can see that the propeller is just moving. Okay, you can see that the propeller is moving. In this way we can just make the animation. Please subscribe our channel for exciting videos and